OSI and TCP/IP layered models. So we have ISO OSI model and TCP/IP model. ISO OSI model is of 7 layers. TCP/IP model is of 5 layers. So ISO, we all know, International Standards Organization. OSI means Open Systems Interconnection. TCP/IP, Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol. So in OSI model, from the top, we have application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and physical layer. So the order should be preserved. So each layer is responsible for carrying out a group of tasks. So in the original proposed TCP/IP model, the top 3 layers are considered as a single application layer. So the job of presentation layer and session layer is grouped into application layer. Then transport layer, network layer, and the bottom 2 layers are proposed as network interfacing layer. Later, this TCP/IP model is updated. So the network interfacing layer is further divided again as data link layer and physical layer. So today's internet is popularly following this TCP/IP 5-layer model. So the main functions of those 7 layers are: application layer allows access to network resources, like it may be a chat application, email application, web page access, or anything. And presentation layer prepares the data. It translates, encrypts, and compresses the data so that the computer further handles it. Session layer is to establish, manage, and terminate the sessions. Transport layer is to provide reliable, that is guaranteed, process-to-process message delivery and error recovery. Network layer is mainly responsible for handing over the information from source to destination. And data link layer is responsible for providing hop-to-hop delivery. So one link, how the information travels. So it organizes the bits into frames to do this. And physical layer is responsible for transmitting bits over a medium. And it also provides mechanical and electrical specifications, like encoding, decoding, those things. So for each layer, what is the address used and what is the data representation and what is the major role? So that we shall see now. So for application layer, the address used is domain name or URL, Uniform Resource Locator. For transport layer, the address used is port number. For network layer, the address used is IP address. For data link layer, MAC address is used. For physical layer, there is no specific addresses. Data representation for application layer is messages, user given messages. For transport layer, the data is considered as segments or packets or sometimes datagrams. For network layer, it is considered as packets. In data link layer, it is considered as frames. For physical layer, it is considered as bits. Further, when it is going through the communication medium, the bits are transmitted as the signals. And the major role for application layer is to provide access to network resources. For transport layer, it has to provide process-to-process communication. And network layer has to provide source-to-destination communication. And for data link layer, it has to provide hop-to-hop. Hop means one link. Then for physical layer, it has to transmit the bits over the communication medium, the cable, or in case of wireless medium. So process-to-process communication means in a single computer, we may have several processes running. So I may have different tabs opened in a browser. So each tab is running different applications, like one email application, one Google search application, one chat application, one e-commerce product ordering application. So each is considered as a process. So which particular process in the source machine is communicating with which particular process in the destination machine. So that is dealt by transport layer. And which machine communicating with which machine. So that is network layer. So one link. So between source and destination, we have multiple hops. Several links together, we are calling it as source to destination path. So how the information travels from one computer to immediate another computer in the path. So that is dealt by data link layer. Now we shall see the subtasks. To achieve this major role, what are all the subtasks these layers are carrying out? So application layer generates the message, encryption and decryption is handled, translation is done, session maintenance is done. Transport layer has to do socket or port addressing. Socket address is a combination of IP address plus port number. And flow control, how the message can be sent and received, like how traffic police is regulating the traffic, like. And error control, congestion control, what if when the load is high than its capacity, what to do for that. Then segmentation and reassembly. The packet size is very high, that we cannot send as it is. We can segment it and then at the receiver side we can reassemble it. And network layer's job is IP addressing, routing and forwarding. For data link layer, physical addressing, framing, medium access control. If it is a shared medium, how we can share the medium, communication medium available, on what basis we can share it. Then error control, flow control once again. So error control and flow control is also handled in transport layer and in data link layer. The difference is in transport layer, it is considered for the entire path. In data link layer, it is considered for one link, one hop. And physical layer is responsible for transferring electromagnetic signals, encoding and decoding. Now, so for each of these layers, we have seen different addresses. Now, how the address is represented. We shall see one sample address and what is the size of those addresses. So now for application layer, domain name or URL, uniform resource locator is used. The example for this is http://www.google.com/index.html. So this is one sample. So any web address, we can say that is a domain name. So there is no specific size for this application layer. Then for transport layer, port numbers are with the size 16 bits and 2^16 different addresses we can have. So 65,536 unique port numbers are there. For example, 80 is reserved for HTTP protocol. So the lower port numbers up to 0 to 1024 is generally reserved for popular protocols like this. And next, network layer, the address is IP address. It is a 32-bit address. This is version 4. In version 6, in future we are going to completely use version 6, that is 128. But at present we are widely using 32-bit IP address. The example for IP address is 172.16.20.5. Then data link layer, MAC address. MAC address is of generally 48-bit address. Widely we are using Ethernet technology for data link layer, so that uses 48-bit address. The example would be, it is represented in hexadecimal. So each digit is an hexadecimal digit. A3:43:C8:5E:10:D2. So this is one sample MAC address. So for physical address, there is no specific address. So now we shall see the protocol stack of layered model. Protocol stack means the protocols used in each layer is specified. So here you could see for application presentation session together, we have popular protocols like SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol for mail communication, FTP, File Transfer Protocol for file sending, receiving, uploading, downloading, HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, mainly to fetch web pages, and DNS, Domain Name Service. This is to map between domain names and the IP addresses. SNMP, Simple Network Main Protocol, Simple Network Management Protocol. This is for network administrators to maintain and monitor the network. Telnet, Terminal Network. This is to check the terminal. And transport layer, we have Stream Control Transport Protocol, Transmission Control Protocol, User Datagram Protocol. And for network layer, we have Internet Control Message Protocol and Internet Group Message Protocol. IP is the dominant protocol in network layer, and RARP and ARP, these are address resolution protocols. And for data link layer and physical layer, that can, and this original proposed layer, TCP/IP layer, doesn't exactly define which protocol to be used in data link layer and physical layer. So it is up to which technology we are using in the data link layer. So in data link layer, we can go with either Ethernet, token ring, FDDI, Wi-Fi, WiMAX, ATM, or anything. So accordingly, the corresponding protocols can be defined. So protocols defined only for the network transport and application layers. And for data link layer and physical layer, it depends upon the type of network what we are choosing here. Now, how the encapsulation is done when we send packets through the layers. So in application layer, if the user creates the data, then that is transmitted to the transport layer. Transport layer adds segment header for that. Then together these two considered as data for network layer, and network layer adds its own header. Generally, headers will have additional information in order to handle the data and to deliver the data perfectly to the exact destination. Additional information like addresses, to whom it has to be delivered, from whom it is coming, and some other additional information. And this whole information is considered as data for this data link layer, and data link layer adds its own header and one trailer, one end part. So that is also added at data link layer. Finally, when it goes to physical layer, everything is considered as zeros and ones, bits. And when it is crosses going through the medium, it is converted into signals. So this is how the information travels from one place to another place. Now, in OSI model, headers are added to the data packet at every layer except. So we could see headers not added here and not added here. So we could say layer 7 and layer 1, A and C. Now in OSI model, trailer is added to the data packet at. So we could see only at data link layer, trailer is added. In all other layers, only header is added. So we could say layer 2. So layers are numbered from the bottom to the top. So layer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 layers. Now to summarize, we have seen OSI model and TCP/IP model and layer-wise functionalities, layer-wise data representation, and layer-wise addresses, and the protocol stack of layered model, and how does encapsulation happen in each layer.